Welcome back to the Miami Hurricanes Dynasty Rebuild in College Football 25, where we've gone from being a playoff team to this in 1 year. At 1-4, the Miami Hurricanes program is in disarray. We have lost 3 consecutive games at home, barely won the game that we did come out on top in. We have changed quarterbacks multiple times. It is completely dysfunctional. Outside, of course, of recruiting, where it's been extremely successful this year, and we currently have a top 15 class. We should have a lot of really good prospects joining the team this year, and what's already a very promising class that even includes the player I think will be our quarterback going forward, in Colin Kunalik. 91 throw power, 94 speed. Excited to get him in the building. I'm still learning as I go, and I haven't gotten as much experience as many that are grinding through Dynasty, as my series make me take things a little bit slower, but I'm learning that the skill caps are one of the most important things here in game, and it's really important to see the ceilings for various players. I want to do a better job of showing you those caps for players that I specifically bring in. I want to look maybe at the end of this year with players who are red-shirted, getting at least 4 games of experience. And Larry Slaughter is one of those players. He has dangerous downfield speed at 97 and 94 acceleration. I definitely want to get him on the field by the end of the year. But not only him, we have a safety that I'm wondering if I need to get on the field sooner than later. 68 overall, Deontay Witherspoon was a 3-star player, but elite dev and skill caps? Not too bad. Looks like he's got a ton of potential and could become the next great Miami Hurricanes safety. I think we're going to do just fine when it comes to replacing Ruben Bain, because Miami already had a couple players on this team that have sky-high ceilings. And throughout the season, I think one of the best players that stood out is Armando Blunt as a run stopper, as a pass rusher. Skill caps, what are those? 86 overall as a sophomore, and he could become our best defensive player and is already playing like it this year. But also, you look at the right end, Marquise Lakefoot, who's only a redshirt freshman as an 87. Like, my expectation is for him to become a 95 overall plus. He can max out his finesse moves, have some power to complement it, and he's also been standing out quite a bit this year. Our defense is in good shape right now. The offense is not. I'm going to continue to play Reese Poffenbarger, which is, I believe, how you pronounce the name. And I have gone through to revamp the playbook even more, as I want to be more run-heavy, focused on Damian Martinez, and hopefully run better pass concepts that let our receivers actually make plays. Now, this is basically a lost year at 1-4. But you can't treat it like that and just, sim to the end. Who cares if we go 4-8? Because that's going to hurt a lot of our recruiting pitches. We're already on the decline when you look at championship contender. But I'm also worried about what could happen with Coach Prestige, because I don't imagine Boogie Turner is going to stay quite as high. Where the heck is Coach Prestige? There it is. I don't imagine he'll stay this high if we end up going 6-6 or something this year. And if it drops below a B-, that can become a bit of a deal breaker, which is where I think we're headed with championship contender. Now, thankfully, part of how this is calculated is based on the Bud Elliott's blue chip ratio. We have a lot of 4- and 5-star players, so that's always going to prop us up. But it's not going to do all the work. Our media poll rank still matters, and we're dangerously close to a deal breaker for players, and you bet a lot of the players coming to Miami have that as one of their deal breakers. The bar is on the floor right now when it comes to quarterback play. I'm just begging the quarterbacks to stop throwing it to the other team, which is how a lot of you probably feel watching my other content. So to start today's episode, we've got 2 great Atlantic Coast teams, Miami and Stanford. And although this is a simulation-based series, what I can do by getting into games here is actually manually handle that red shirt stuff. So if I just simulated 1 week to the next at the main menu, they're never going to put guys in. But in this case, I do want to make sure we can get some experience for safety Deontay Witherspoon. He's going to play at strong safety, as I'd like to still have Zaquan Patterson at free safety. I just want to see how things look here for the offense, and we're going to start with a nice play, getting the pass outside to Horton for a solid gain. And then we're going to throw it out hot to Mario Williams. That's a nice pickup. 2 throws out of the gate. I added a lot of runs to 1st and 10, so we should see a fairly run-heavy approach on early downs. And instead we get 3 straight passes, panicking deep in the pocket and sacked. Get that tree out of here. I do not want to see that face right now with this team. I'm not going to be mocked by the Stanford tree and my 1-4 team this year. I can't handle it. 3rd and 14. Got it! And it's going to be a big gain. Down to the 14 for Ray Joseph. Yeah. I want to see Sebastian chop that tree down today. 3rd and 5. Down goes Poffenbarger. But this drive is a massive improvement. All right, let's speed it along then. 3-0 Miami. That's your score at the end of the first. We add a touchdown and are shutting out Stanford into the second half. That doesn't last long, however, as they get on the board to begin the third quarter. And now we're empty. Like, I did add a lot of inside zone and various runs to 1st and 10. You know what? I don't know if I edited the playbook. Or I didn't know if I chose my playbook getting into this game. So this might be the default Miami playbook that it's actually using. Oh, that was close. 3rd and 14. Let it rip downfield. Joseph. He's going to sprint inside the 20 and all the way to the 5-yard line. We almost look like a functioning offense today. This is great. Martinez is going to get the feed and take it in for the touchdown with ease. So now the pressure is going to be on us to actually protect the lead, as we will not be able to get 20 points quite yet, which would be our season high. 5 games into the season. A 55-yard field goal blocked for Willie Shembo. And then Stanford gets 3 to make it a 1-possession game. 3rd and 14, no conversion. It's going to Stanford in the final minutes in a 1-possession contest. So it's on the Kane defense now. This strong unit to shut down Stanford. Going to be a run, and that is stuffed. Marquise Lightfoot. And we're holding them to just a couple yards per carry. It goes to 3rd and 7. Backed up. Near their own end zone. And a conversion. New set of downs. Throwing near side and complete. As we're going to hit the warning. As Stanford starts to get it going. The stadium is rocking. In the 11th toughest place to play. That's incomplete. 3rd and 10. Throwing short and then turning upfield. Another conversion. And the tree is starting to feel it. Empty for Stanford on a screen. And across midfield as we're going to go to 1:40 left to go. 2 timeouts left for the Cardinal. Pressure from Lightfoot and Ruben Bain as well. And an injury for Stanford that will cause them to use one of their last timeouts. And, oh, he's going down again. 4th and 23. All Miami has to do is make this last play. Stanford's got to go deep for something big. Pass incomplete. I think we at least got a hand on that one, maybe. And Miami will not score 20, but they will end the home losing streak with a much better overall performance. And their second win of the year. One touchdown, one interception for Reese Poffenbarger. So that's like 71 pass attempts, 2 interceptions so far for him. Martinez, 96 yards on the ground with a touchdown. Solid day, but I want to increase his volume. And then Ray Joseph had the big 74-yarder and led us in receiving. Wesley Bissaint's got an interception in this game, but it also looks like he got hurt. In his debut, Deontay Witherspoon, by the way, 2 tackles, no other registered stats. And I imagine we could see some new commitments as well. This class is off to a great start, and we add to it. Now with a pass rusher, Forrest Small, from right here in Miami. And then, this is the big one right here. Randy Titus. That is the #1 running back in the class. 15th best player in the entire country. Big day for Marquise Lightfoot as well, with a sack and 4 TFLs. Looks like he makes plays in the running game as well. And now we're getting FSU today. Another rivalry meeting between these guys. We have Damian Martinez right now, but I think you're going to see Randy Titus sooner than later. Elusive running back with 89 speed, 89 acceleration. I hope that he has a little upward potential there, like a little more speed, but 90 juke, 83 vision, 82 spin. Really excited to get him here in the offense. Oh, no way, though. We got the #1 running back, but we lose out on the #1 corner. Jamie Luna, we were in really good shape. And we finish in 3rd place. Without a visit. I can't remember if Georgia had already offered, and this could be like an insta-commit or something, but I thought we'd get him. That hurts. And then Jalen Amundsen, the 16th ranked tackle from Miami. He's going to the swamp. We're getting a visit with the #1 free safety in the country. And I think we're going to go week 11, so it's not a competitive visit. You'll notice here that I'm scouting another kicker this year, even though I have a freshman. Here's Broderick Pryor, 87 kick power, 74 accuracy. You might wonder, why am I bothering with that? Willie Shembo has a deal breaker for championship contender, so I'm just making sure I don't get into a huge problem if he decides to transfer. We've scouted and offered a scholarship to linebacker Rocky Knox, who is the 7th ranked inside linebacker in the country, already has 87 tackling. And a gem at defensive tackle. Okay, Taylor Trejo, a run stopper with 89 strength, will also be getting an offer. Got a few centers on the board as well, looking to see if any of them turn into gems. Not here. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bob Davis. He has far more strength than the other centers here. Oh, he's the #2 center in the country. That might have something to do with it. So I don't know a ton about player development in this game. I know that in season it all happens automatically. They can upgrade their skills, they can upgrade their abilities. I'm assuming that players have the best chance to upgrade as a true freshman and then redshirt freshman and so on. I'm guessing with guys that have this elite development, it's probably best to just play them immediately. So we're not going to be a playoff team this year with a 2-4 start. So this is basically the biggest game left on our schedule. Can we at least win this one? And also they're 3-3, but still 9th in the country. So I am still pre-patch. I don't have like whatever new logic there is for the top 25 or anything. But I'll make sure we've got my custom Miami playbook now, which is just the base Miami playbook, but I have changed the actual game plan and altered some of the plays called in certain situations. I don't think we've played this matchup on the road yet. I'm just curious now how my game plan ends up working out here. I want to make sure that it's at least moving in the right direction. That's over the middle, and the first pass goes to Ray Joseph. I did take curls out of 1st and 10. And I replaced it with a lot of stuff that hopefully is a little safer to throw. And, of course, a lot of runs. Damian Martinez. Nice gain of 5. Spreading out on 2nd and 10. Poffenbarger throws another interception. And that's 6 the other way. I think that was curls again. I mean, he ran a curl route, but it wasn't that same, like, curl flat play. Yeah, and this was open, too. But he threw it as late as I would have. So, not the ideal start here in a game like this. It goes to 10-0 FSU. And then Florida State just, how'd they score that so quickly? Well, there might have been just a standard touchdown drive for Florida State, followed by a pick 6 on the next play. It doesn't matter if we watch or simulate, the pick 6s are gonna happen. And yeah, this one is just a blowout. This is pathetic. 41-13, Seminoles take this one with ease. They scored more points off pick 6s than we scored, period. Oh, that's not good. So we had 3 interceptions from Poffenbarger. And then negative rushing yards, apparently, because of the sacks being factored in, according to the team stats page here. Hard to get XP this year. Dog commits next. We get another pass rusher. Ben Garrison as well. We've brought in 2 very good quarterback prospects, so we do not have the problem we have this year again. We are filling that problem internally. We have 2 highly rated players as championship contender falls to a B-. I see playing style here is a bit of a concern. If we lose Maui Noah, I think he has 1 more year of eligibility. That would be awful for us. When you throw 2 pick 6s in a game like that, I think it's time for another change as Nicholas Vadiato becomes our starter again. I'd really like to get some more playing time here for JoJo Trader. I'm not actually sure how to say his first name. JoJo, I can't screw that one up. But he's got a lot of ability already as a redshirt freshman. And as this season turns sideways, I'd like to see players like him get a chance. So I'm going to bump him up over Ray Joseph. I'm also looking at possibly getting Elijah Lofton a little bit of playing time. He's a 77 overall tight end who already has route running similar to Elijah Arroyo, who's a redshirt senior. Hey, I have wear and tear. I haven't been getting any wear and tear at all. I have multiple players with wear and tear. Been trying to get that to actually work this year. It seems to be affecting our offensive linemen, actually. I think the entire O-line has at least some. Yeah, they do. Armando Blunt has a little bit of wear and tear as well. I hear that got bumped up in the new patch. I really hope they drop another one soon. I saw a lot of issues with like the scoreboard disappearing, and I don't want to deal with that, along with some of the other bugs that will not be patched into offline franchise yet. I'm also going to bump up Robert Stafford, who is a sophomore corner, and I'm going to give him the edge over Russ Cotton. We might not be winning on the field this year, but we're doing great with recruiting. 2 5-stars now, 9 4s, the number 8 class in the country. I guess the main thing now this year is to see if these home games can go a little bit better and have good visits to shore up this recruiting class a bit further. Now we get 5 into Louisville. They're 14th in the country. And Nicholas Vadiato, transferring to Miami, is going to return to the starting role. And it's going to be Chris Johnson starting us off. But if you want to see more of Vadiato at quarterback, over on the main channel in my Buffalo Dynasty, I'm playing against Miami this year, and they also picked up Vadiato in the portal in that Dynasty too. Throwing hot for the first down. Nice job to Horton. We could be a lot better at running than we are. We have a good offensive line. I just don't understand how we're not better at running. 3rd down and 8 for Vadiato, facing the pressure. Throws on target. And that's Lofton now, the new tight end, getting some playing time. Then Martinez is going to rumble through contact and get 2. Here's 3rd and 7. Vadiano intercepted. There's just no escaping this quarterback play this season. I cannot wait for year 3. Entering at quarterback will be David Kinoy, the freshman. I recruited him. I'm willing to play anybody at this stage. You know, maybe Shembo gets a couple snaps. But we are making a change now at quarterback again. We can play players for 4 games and they still maintain red shirt status. And we just got an interception from Cameron Pruitt. Kinoy steps in with a short field. 3 receivers to his right. Kinoy is a lefty and throws outside. Will turn it up and get 8 yards to Horton. Then Kinoy dumps it outside, and that pass is hauled in by Joseph. Kinoy, he's got the touchdown now on the RPO. Lofton scores. I think it's freshman to freshman. Miami's on the board. Louisville drives for a touchdown, but I want to see more of David Kinoy. I've got to get, my own internal scouting report on our quarterbacks now as we look ahead to the future. Kinoy has this one knocked down. DK fakes, and he's going to go down. He's sacked. Didn't have much of a chance on that play. And I like a lot of the 3rd and long stuff I've added. We'll see if we can get something going here as Kinoy is flushed and needs to get rid of it. For some reason now, we have Kinoy in, and it's like we only run RPOs now. And, some of them work. Nice move by Horton. Martinez has room, and that's one of our better runs of the day. Kinoy, he's going to keep it and not make it far. He's not a great rushing threat. Sergio Keenan is another one of our red-shirted quarterbacks we could see who has a lot of speed. Now Kinoy lets it fly, and it's off the hands of Joseph, which is going to bring on Shembo for a 56-yard try left hash. Shembo has a strong leg, but the accuracy needs work. And now I'd like to see Keenan take his first snaps as well. Maybe every time we switch quarterbacks, it gives us a slight boost. So we just switch them like 5 or 6 times a game, and maybe we can actually cross 20 points one of these days. But Sergio Keenan now will make his debut. Throwing everything we got here at Louisville. And Keenan, wearing number 0, gives that to Martinez. Here's Keenan. He fires a dart outside. That's the best curl route we've thrown this season. Keenan 2nd down, and a dangerous ball to Williams brings up a 3rd and 14. Empty. Keenan rips it up the seam. That's caught. JoJo Trader, 4 catches in this game as he gets his action. Why not make these changes? I mean, this team literally has hit 20 points once on the season. It's game 8, people. 5.5 to go in the ball games. 2 scores down. We're in this. If someone makes a big play, we're going to take a delay a game here, aren't we? I haven't seen a bug like this in Madden or anything in a little bit, where a guy just doesn't get set. 3rd and 10. It's a screen for running back Martinez, and he's going to get the first down. I want to see Keenan scramble if the opportunity arises, but we're at least moving up the middle. Take off. No, he'll throw. Touchdown! That's much better. And that's JoJo Trader, the freshman, getting us back in this game. I want to see Keenan get the chance for a game-winning drive. We got to get the stop. And a big hit is delivered. Running left and not able to turn the corner. Nice play by Cam Pruitt. And on 3rd and 7, we're getting off the field. And we've got our chance now. The stage is set, and Sergio Keenan has that pass broken up for Trader. 2nd and 10, and lofted. It's incomplete for Mario Williams. Got to get a little something here, and Keenan will throw an interception. Horton was well covered. Louisville takes over. Another home loss for Miami. Despite playing 3 quarterbacks in this game, we again fall short. This is what we're doing now at Miami. 3 quarterback system. Jaden Wilkins joins the recruiting class. Another 4-star receiver. Then we get a 3-star safety in Eric Nava. And Tremont Doris, a 4-star. Taylor Trejo also joins. He is a gem. Oh, there it is. This is what concerns me in the offseason. How many players could see this as a big issue? Championship contender. Playing style could also have some negatives. Like losing Zaquan Patterson here would hurt. He's an 80 overall freshman safety who stood out. We have the number 4 class now. Can this class save our program next year? I have more hours than I know what to even do with now. But one concern is championship contender could be a deal breaker. I don't know if I could get locked out here. Or if Rocky Knox could transfer after 1 year if things don't turn around. We're just going to sim through our next game. I haven't even done this yet in this series. I've gone into every game so far, but we're going to keep adding on to our class. I have a lot of pass rushers we can probably add. And how do we do against UConn? Well, it ended up being our best game of the entire year. 33-7 as we dominate the Huskies from start to finish. Good game for Vadiato, the best quarterback game of the season for us. Okay day rushing, we'll take it. Ray Joseph had a couple touchdowns. And Armando Blunt took over with 3 sacks, and the defense picked up 7 overall. 3 games to go, and we take on number 25 Pitt this week. And I'm very surprised to see our dominance is keeping up even here. So we've blown out UConn, and we're going to blow out and beat Pitt as well. And those were simulated 2 different ways. Miami peaking late in the year. That's when you want to play your best football, right? That's what we're doing. Damian Martinez, that's the kind of game I thought he'd have all season. 3 interceptions for their quarterback. While Vadiato has another really good game. No interceptions the last couple weeks. And we've put up our most points of the season. We're playing real football again. 2 picks for Dante Balfour, 1 for Diani Hill. Only 1 sack in this game. But we get our 4th win. That's the most XP I've gotten here in a while. And we keep adding to our recruiting class week after week, building up the trenches. Yeah, we need this moving back in the right direction again. That's big. But what about Virginia Tech now? We lose this game, we can head back down that board. Miami and Virginia Tech. That's what we got up next now. Just a couple games to go in the regular season. If we win these remaining 2, we should be bowl eligible. Where has this team come from? 2 blowouts, and now we're not blowing out Virginia Tech necessarily. Well, it's getting there. Suddenly we're good. I really can't explain it, but we're actually a good offense again. It just took 8 games to get there. Let's see how we handle this now. 28-10, backed up at our own 1. Vadiato gets us out of the danger zone. Now it's going to be 3rd down with Johnson going to the top of the screen. And Vadiato threads it. 1st down. 4-man rush, and wide open is Ray in the middle. And Vadiato's going to hit the underneath Horton once again. And we've already put a 46 yards on this drive. That's a screen going to Mario Williams now through the middle. This is not the same team. There's no way. Throw curls. I want to see if we can do that now. Or Vadiato connects near the sideline. 37. I honestly don't even know who that is. But we're going to give it to Chris Johnson. We can even run the football a little bit. That could actually be a costly injury. Vadiato. There is a curl. He actually hit it to Horton. And now trying to finish the job. 1st and goal. Chris Johnson. We've got 98 yards. Now we go 3rd and goal. Vadiato hands off. Come on, guys. We got to go for it. No, we're not going to. Nearly a 99-yard touchdown drive. Like, nothing is making sense now. We destroy UConn and the season's fixed again. Virginia Tech is rallying, though. They've put together 2 straight touchdown drives, and it's a 7-point game. So this one not over yet, but Martinez picks up the big gain. That's not good. 3rd sack of the day for Virginia Tech as they look to get the ball back quickly, and they're going to be able to. Hand off and a lot of running room. 1st down, Virginia Tech. Uh-oh, he swarmed in the backfield. We fly downhill to make the play. That was Sharif Ladd, the freshman. 3rd and 13 with 4 minutes left to go. And the pass is floated downfield. They got a step, and that's going to be the game-tying score. Unbelievable. They got behind transfer corner Dante Balfour, and it's 3 straight touchdown drives now for the Hokies. Unbelievable. How do we blow a 3-possession lead like that? Vadiato connects with Horton. We just got to go get points on this drive. We know field goals aren't automatic. Come on, guys. We win these last 2 games. We can at least go bowling this year. We're going to fake with Vadiato. Eyes downfield. He's got a receiver, Horton. Vadiato with time. That is a nice grab for Joseph as we close in on field goal range. But here's the most critical play, and they don't really look to be guarding the A-gap that well. That'll work. 1st and 10. Can't take a loss. It's going to be picked into double coverage. Big run back, too. No! What are we doing? I'm going to be sick. We're falling apart. What was it, 31-14, 4th quarter? And it's coming down to 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Virginia Tech will run right into the defense. And they'll get a field goal try. The short field goal is up, and it is good. We have time. Vadiato looking for redemption. He's pressured. He's losing a lot of ground. We got to go 89 yards here for a touchdown. It's going to take an hour for everybody to get back. 2nd and 24. Just play the music. Just when we get a little bit of hope, man. There ain't no way. How do we lose that game? A 24-point 4th quarter for Virginia Tech. We could have had 3 blowout wins in a row. But no, that's not Miami football this year. Oh, we lost Bob Davis. That was a close battle. And our final regular season game is going to be against SMU, number 23. It's the final game of the season, everybody. You know, we're going to say goodbye to a lot of players after this game, so I think everybody in the comments, I want you to leave your favorite Nicholas Vadiato moment as he plays his final game with the Hurricanes. I have freshman Larry Slaughter on the field today, number 13. He's got the downfield speed. He's going to make his debut today. And it's 3rd down and 8 for Vadiato, who fires outside, and it's knocked away. And you know, I thought it would be really fitting today if after every drive we don't score points, we bring in a new quarterback. That ultimately is the theme of this year, and we're going to end this the most fitting way. As Chris Johnson rips off a massive run of 15. So the current quarterback is Reese Poffenbarger playing his last game. So is Damian Martinez, the running back, who gets the carry. And not far. Johnson motioning all the way to the bottom on 3rd and 5. Poffenbarger! Oh, come on. Too easy. So David Kinoy is now in the game at quarterback. He's sacked. And now it is Sergio Keenan, our 4th quarterback of the day, and he connects with Larry Slaughter and his first career reception. A fake to Johnson, let it fly. Caught inside the 10. Isaiah Horton's been a consistent playmaker throughout these games. As consistent as we can make it happen anyway. Still searching for our first points, and we got him! Keenan to Slaughter. And the first touchdown connection in this series between players that I've recruited. Intercepted Cameron Pruitt. Willie Shembo is about to attempt a 53-yard field goal, everybody. From right hash, Willie! Wide right Willie strikes again. But as we simulate to the second half, Sergio Keenan is showing that he should just play the rest of this game. I really gave everybody else one attempt, but it's all they earned. And apparently we simulated a 45-yard run for Slaughter, so his debut is really impressive. Flip to Mario Williams. He's going to look for the edge and pick up a big gain out of bounds. We say goodbye to Mario Williams as well. I'm not really sure what my portal plans are. Keenan's going to take off. I was waiting for that. But with the state of the program this year and all the change that's going to happen going into next season, not looking for a portal quarterback. I think we have guys now we can develop into really good multi-year passers. I want to see Colin Kunalik. But I think, you know, I'm always going to be interested if there's a big-time playmaker. Obviously, that's going to help out a young quarterback or a really good pass rusher. I'm never going to turn that down. We'll have to see what's there. But I think I'm going to prioritize, like, elite talent primarily and not so much, you know, a tier or two below. We're going to either win 4 or 5 games this year. And now I want to see us get rebuilt, hopefully with our commits, and watch those guys grow into stars to hopefully get us back to where we were in Season 1. I knew this season would be a challenge, but man, this caught me by surprise. So we're going to say goodbye to some key defenders. You've got, of course, Ruben Bain, who's likely going pro. And he's the best player, you know, rated on the team. But Diani Hill at cornerback has been pretty solid, number 9. He's going to be graduating. We're going to lose Wesley Besaint at linebacker. There are a handful of other contributors there that are seniors, but we're not losing a huge class this season. Just going to have, you know, a new quarterback and running back, so, The ball's going to be going to new players next season primarily. And then we need someone to replicate that Ruben Bain impact. And I think we have guys, Blunt and Lightfoot primarily, that are both game-wrecking type of players. And excited to see how guys like Damian Rawlings end up developing, the true freshman who's gotten to play at the middle linebacker position all season. Here's Keenan wheeling outside and finding what seems to be his favorite target early on, Larry Slaughter. So Larry was one of my 4-star pickups last year, a deep speed receiver, of course. Already looks like he can play. And then we have 2 starting seniors along the offensive line, Jalen Rivers at left tackle, Inez Cooper at right guard, as Johnson's going to take us into the red zone. And at receiver, it's Mario Williams, but Ray Joseph, Isaiah Horton, JoJo Trader, all those guys are underclassmen still. And I would assume you're going to see Randy Titus make his debut next year, helping take over for Damian Rawlings. And what could be a team effort. We might have different running backs at like starting halfback, the power, the third down back. We're going to use multiple running backs probably all the time unless someone is just that special. Hopefully Willie Shembo increases his accuracy before his sophomore year. He's going to try one now. This is makeable, 39 yards out. And wide right, Willie misses that one. This season, what I've learned more than anything is how good Andres Borregales was. As we watched these Super Sim kicks last year, it's like, I wonder if it's just really easy because he never misses. And then we go to this season, and we can't make a kick. 17-10, though, that's your finale. Sergio Keenan, the primary quarterback today. We celebrate him and Larry Slaughter's successful debut. So we're getting highlights from players I've already brought in. Keenan also played out this whole game without throwing an interception, something very few quarterbacks have been able to do in this season. We add a kicker to our recruiting class, Broderick Pryor. George Armour from Phoenix, Arizona is a 3-star tight end that also joins the class. Rocky Knox ends up deciding on Georgia. So a B championship contender, that is like best case scenario right now of being able to make that not a concern going into the off season. Huge. So the season stunk, but we do create a top 10 recruiting class so far with 11 4-stars, 2 5-stars, 8 3s. Really happy with how that came together. How is NC State out recruiting us though? I'm not expecting to see them there at the top. They got 3 5s. Don't turn your back on the Wolfpack, I guess. They're putting something together over there. Let's talk a little bit more about our season now. Here are the stats at the end of it. Oh, this is ugly. After just a handful of interceptions last year from Cam Ward, the bar was raised a lot higher than anybody was able to reach this year. Sergio Keenan, though, in the limited playing time we got to see, did show at least some excitement, and I did enjoy getting to see him make his debut. But the quarterback room is going to change a whole lot for next year. This was a disappointing season for Damian Martinez. We really couldn't build the running game I expected to have, and now are we going to be able to build a running game next year? That's going to be a question. I hope. But if not, we might have to fundamentally change the way we look at running the football and our whole scheme, because we should be a lot better than we are. Chris Johnson, he was solid, but didn't seem to have the same big plays that we did in year one. Ray Joseph led us in receiving yards, but this is extremely disappointing. Nobody hit 600. Nobody averaged 50 yards a game outside of Larry Slaughter with his one game performance. Now, JoJo Trader, he didn't actually start for that long, so I do feel pretty good about him being able to make a big impact next year and maybe be more of a regular guy. I guess he was getting in a little bit early on in the season, but didn't start and play more significantly until that Louisville game. Not a big year for Mario Williams. It got off to a good start with a deep ball touchdown in that Notre Dame game, but that's really it. Elijah Arroyo doesn't have a very successful close. Jalen Rivers gave up a dozen sacks this year, and we're going to have to replace him now. And then on defense, was a very quiet year, actually, for Ruben Bain. You know, he's probably going to go pro now. He had 3 sacks this year after, I think, 9 in season 1. Yeah, 9.5. Did he take it easy this year to prepare for the NFL draft? Armando Blunt, I think, was the defensive MVP. Lightfoot had his splash moments. But this is a year I cannot wait to move on from. 15 for 21 for Willie Shembo. Primarily was missing those long-range kicks. He did not make a single one of 50 yards or longer. But also, he was 5 for 5 on 40 to 49, but 3 of 5 on 30 to 39. Are they actually trying to give us a bowl at Fenway Park? A 4-star receiver adds on to our class, Josh Esquivel. Missing out on a couple of players here, but not really doing a whole lot more with recruiting now. The class is basically finalized. Connor Wiegman from A&M is the Heisman Trophy winner this season. Would have been nice to only throw 5 interceptions this year. I don't think we actually got a bowl game. It was projecting us to, but no, they're giving that to Stanford and USF instead. I was about to say I wasn't prepared for a bowl game. I was going to throw it into the off-season episode. I also, is Fenway Park in the game? I just kind of want to see the green monster with a football field, I guess. I'm assuming it's that Fenway. Only Fenway I know. But it looks like that's indeed going to be the end of the road here in Season 2. And I know we can't wait to try and put this behind us and see if we can develop a successful quarterback, a new successful running back. I think the future is still bright, but this season's going to leave you feeling a little uncertain about things. And I'm looking forward to seeing how guys like Deontay Witherspoon end up developing. And all that's going to be coming your way next time, everybody. We got the off season. And then we get on to year 3, and we're going to see a lot of new faces and hopefully a new era begin for Hurricane football. But thank you all for watching today's episode. Probably a big one, but there is no need to split up the remainder of a bad season for the Canes. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to the channel. More Canes franchise coming your way, or Dynasty, whatever it is. See you next time, everybody. Have a great day.